Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays as I adjust a little bit here. How's everyone doing today on a lovely Sunday morning? Last day before the All-Star break. So as always, like I said yesterday, proceed with caution. I did not proceed with caution yesterday, and I got bit for it. We had a pretty tough day. My phone is actually over there. So let me pull it up on my computer real quick. But yeah, super tough day yesterday, but 2-5. 2-5-1, I should say. Fucking narrowly missing the Royals twice. Heartbreaking there. But we move on. That's how it is. Like I said, proceed with caution. Last day before the All-Star break. Teams, motivation might not be there. All that good stuff. So, truthfully, as of right now, I only have 2 plays, maybe one more that I'm going to add. And then that's about it. And it's the minus 300 fades here who might be going into their ending. Who knows? I did say I was going to hit a hard reset on everything during the All-Star break. So we'll see how everything goes, how we go about betting in the second half and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a good day today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I'll say that. Let's go through the list, or I should say, let's go through the comments first. Banana Boat Float, what's up, my man? Chip Plyler, a 6-0 day yesterday. Not a big deal. Okay, Chip. All right. I'd say you fuck going light. What up, Viper MB? Professor Chris going 2-0. Man, maybe I was the only one struggling. Maybe we should just going hard. Going hard right now. Brian Watson's, what up, my man? AJ's. Overtime here, going Boston Red Sox first 5 under. We'll talk about that game here soon. Cubano cheesecakes. That's exactly why I was late, obviously. Just wiping away those tears from a very disappointing game, to say the least. No, we were a little late today because I was putting the last touches on a new little segment that it's our first try at this segment. I did it in the last 10 minutes, so it won't be up to the quality of the or technical quality, I guess you should say, that I would like it to be, but I think you guys will like it, and we'll talk about that game here soon. All right, let's keep it going through this list. My man Cubano, Willie O'Grady, who likes the Phillies today. We'll talk about the Phillies here soon, my guy. Phillies Nola is going to be an interesting one. Viral video, square it up. Astros Blue Jays parlay. Wallaby King, shout out to my guy Nasty Nate. What's up, Unc? Nice to see you again. Rob Free, 15 of 14 favorites won yesterday. Will be interesting to see how that turns out today. Be cautious with run line favorites today. Andrew G watching the Open. Big Show Picks, by the way, also put the Discord link in the comments as well. If you guys want to join our Discord, there's a lot of stuff going on. As always, people capping at all hours of the night. It's good conversations. It's just an easier way to talk to with some of the cappers on Pup Sports Radio. So go join our Discord today. Good time. Shout out to Big Show for making it and being the dawn of the Discord, the dawn of the Discord. Viper MB liking the first 5 under for the Brewers there. The team total under is at least. Saturated. That Toronto rally made me cry last night, buddy. Let me tell you, both of them did. We were up 3-1 in the fourth, or the fourth or fifth inning. I forgot what it was now. They come back. I get the push on the first 5. And then the same thing basically happens in the ninth, too. I thought Vinny Pasquantino, I thought he got it for us, but that was really a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker. One of my tough losses. One of the tougher losses too. It was really demoralizing. Man Bear Pig, Mike Wilkerson, Andrew G, all you guys, Michael Orvalina, spouting the wisdom of mangoes. Mangoes. Interesting. Craig Wood, thanks for joining us. Lamont Williams liking the Phillies team total over 3.5. And Nasty Nate with a little Rockies moneyline action yesterday. 6 units hit for him. Shout out to my guy, Nasty Nate. All right, so let's get right into it. It's got a pretty long card. Obviously, the LA teams aren't playing today. I think this will be a quick show, quicker than yesterday at least, because I'm going to be passing on a lot of these games. I kind of wanted to pump the brakes a little bit after yesterday, and I said that I should be more cautious, and obviously that didn't happen. But you guys that were pressing the issue and everything, you guys cashed out big, and I'm glad that you guys did. So let's move on to Say Hey Plays 102. Say Hey Plays 102 officially underway, and we'll start with the Blue Jays Royals game. It killed me yesterday, and after that tough loss, who knows how long the minus 300 fade will last. I want to keep doing it, but if I keep hemorrhaging units, obviously it'll be more difficult to do so. And I will hit that reset at the end or at the end of the show, I guess, technically. I would like to track it more, I guess, into the second half of the season, seeing how it differs from the first half, obviously, and like some cappers like Ron Crawford, like Domby said as well, there'll be more minus 300s, and maybe it'll get to a point where I literally cannot bet all of them. Because, taking 2 yesterday was tough. The A's don't show up offensively. It was a relatively close game, better than I expected, but the A's offense, of course, not doing anything just makes it a wash. But we'll talk about Barrios versus Bubic here. The Blue Jays, the Red Sox, and the Yankees have all been kind of limping towards this All-Star break. And Blue Jays got pretty fortunate yesterday. They didn't come up with another win there. The Royals did. But I think that the Royals could have another chance here today. Bubic, obviously not the best pitcher in the world. 3 earned runs, his last 2 appearances against the Tigers and Houston. But the Blue Jays against lefties this month, 29th, 47 weighted runs created plus. We've been kind of tracking that the whole month so far. They haven't been hitting lefties. Is this the lefty they're going to hit? I mean, I would lean towards yes, but I still would rather take the. Well, I mean, that's a stupid thing to say. I'd still rather take the plus money, obviously, but I just really think that we could keep riding this release for this series. Keep riding it here. Plus 250 and plus 230 respectively for the money line and first 5 money line. We were close yesterday, and if we suffer a crushing defeat here, who knows how long this will keep going. But it's the early game, obviously. It's the Peacock game. Maybe these guys are coming out a little slower after an extra inning win. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be interesting to see. So, I'm hoping for a slow start there. I also wouldn't hate a first 5 under either. Like I said yesterday, I would tend to think that if this game is going to be a closer game, a Blue Jays or a Royals kind of game, it'll be a low scoring game. So I can take the under. It's happening. By the way, Damon Santori, you're right. You're right. You're 100% right about that. I can see this happening. I should stop saying that and just remove that from my lexicon. But you're 100% right. No Balking Dead today, just to let you guys know. Thank you, Big Show. Appreciate it. Dami Gunn, by the way, 12-4 is since last Sunday. No best bets for him today. No bets for him, I should say. Yankees Mets game 2 parlay was the only play yesterday. And true, Jack Jenkins. I didn't see you guys. The anything can happen. Of course, you guys are 100% right about that, and that's kind of what I mean. Maybe it's not what I base my whole thing on when I'm fading these minus 300s. But I like Pete says, weighted coin flips. I'd rather be on the plus 260 side of that coin flip. So I move on first 5 full game plus 2. Plus 2, let me see. Let me actually double check because I've got plus 260. Yeah, I guess it's dropped down 10 cents, huh? Plus 250 and plus 230 for me here. I also like the Mark the Aquila. The Mark, I'm just gonna call you Mark because I'm not gonna keep fucking up your last name. Sorry, Mark. But team total over 3. I do like that as well. And shout out to Dom Ricci here to the support. Yeah. Damon Santori, thank you. You're echoing my sentiments to me here. I don't like putting them in parlays as much either, just because I always think you can find something else at a cheaper price that'll probably make you sweat less, I think. Next game on our slate, and by the way, I made a lot of these graphics early in the morning, so I didn't have confirmed pitchers when I was making them. Let's check and see. We do have a confirmed pitcher for the Washington Nationals now. Let's also pull up Fangraphs because I have not heard of this gentleman. We've got Emerso. I can't say it right. This is my freaking Spanish or my English tongue and my Spanish brain coming together and clashing here. But Emerso Ramirez going for the Nationals versus Spencer Strider, minus 280 for the Braves here. And I'm trying to even find this asshole on fucking Fangraphs, and it's making it difficult. But let's check him out here. He has been in the majors, so he's not a debut here, but he's been a reliever this whole year for the Nationals. 2 innings pitched, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 Ks, no walks there versus the Braves last time out on the 15th. So a bullpen day for the Nationals. Do you really want to back that in any circumstances? Not really. And I got it. I forgot who it was. I think it was Stellar Girl tweeted me that I should be a little bit more picky choosy about my minus 300 spots. You're probably right about that. Like I said, the Astros one was an obvious one where I was like, do I really want to back Koenig here? Not really, no. But I can say that about all of them. And if this gets up to minus 300, I'm not going to be betting it because it's not going to be on the show. And I always forget to tweet out that stuff when I don't make bets on the show. So I try to make them all during the show. Spencer Strider is probably going to be the NL Rookie of the Year. I for some reason, I completely forgot that Spencer Strider is a rookie when I was making my O'Neal Cruz bet. And on a FanDuel, he wasn't even up there in the top 3, which is weird. But obviously, my FanDuel account does not exist because I live in Texas. So maybe I was getting stale odds, but I just want to pass on this game. It's obviously a brave spot. We'll see how motivated it is. I would probably lean towards unders in all of these games as well, too. Again, motivation. Want to get into the All-Star break on a high note, just get in there. It just depends on each team, but pass game here for me. Moving on to the Yankees and the Red Sox game. Jesus. Can't believe the Red Sox get blown out like that yesterday. But we put it in the past because Chris Sale versus Garrett Cole is a delectable matchup here. I cannot bet the Red Sox, as you guys know. I'm suspended. This is today, like 12 of the 15-day suspension. I'm not going to go. The suspension will not count, obviously, into the All-Star break. But boy, would I want to take the Red Sox here after such a shitty performance. I've told you guys, I think Chris Sale is back to being a good pitcher again. The changeup looked okay. Not as good as I wanted it to look, but obviously it's his first start, and he still pitched well. 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 5 Ks, 1 walk against the Tampa Bay Rays at their place. But I can't take him because I'm suspended. Chris Sale has a checkered past against the Yankees, and by checkered past, I mean it's just literally 1 year, and that 1 year you could say that, he was feeling the effects of being premeditatedly hurt or whatever. You could feel the elbow and the shoulder and whatever start barking him. But in 2018, we'll do this. I'll start with his 2018 stats. 2018, he was 2-0 against the Yankees with a .69 ERA. In 2019, he was 0-4 with a 9.9 ERA. So it's kind of up in the air. It's been a long time since these guys seen him. I would probably back the Red Sox here at plus 160, but obviously I'm a biased piece of shit and I'm wearing a Red Sox jersey right now. So you know how that goes. But the true play, and this is the play that my last and third play here, we talked about, or I already bet an over on the fucking Red Sox game this series. So I'm going to keep being able to bet totals here, and I'm going to bet the over 7.5 at minus 105. I've said every time the Red Sox and Yankees plays, it should be like a 8, 9.5, something like that. I'm going to keep betting it. I think literally every game they've played has gone over so far. But I definitely am going to take the over. Minus 105 for me. Garrett Cole against the Red Sox, not his friends. Rafael Devers, obviously, is his daddy. We all know that. And Chris Sale, second start back. The Yankees kind of owned him. They owned him last time they saw him. So it'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see. So over 7.5, minus 105 was my play here. Dami agreeing with me with there. Mark saying fade of Pavetta post All-Star game. As a Phillies fan, I promise you cannot trust that bum. I disagree with you there. He is in a cold stretch. He had a really good stretch in the middle of the year. Started off cold, now it's ending cold. So we'll see if he can find it again. But I am saying do not bet on Pavetta until he shows you something. So I guess you can say that it's fade Pavetta too. So we're both kind of right. But I think he'll find it. I think he's a good pitcher. I think he's better than what he's shown. Is what I'm kind of trying to say. Next game, and by the way, I of course, as always, put your plays in the chat, guys. Comment along, please do, because that stuff makes the show easier for me. First of all, I'd like hearing what you guys are on because it makes me a better capper at the end of the day. So over 7.5, minus 105 for me. Next game on our slate here, and those were really the only 3 plays that I had on this slate, guys, by the way. So if I do find another play on the slate, I'll definitely add it or we'll talk about it. But right now, it's only Royals first 5 full game, and Red Sox Yankees over 7.5 for me. So we'll see. And I do not have my controllers in front of me to turn on my TV to watch this Royals game while this show is going. So let me know how it goes as always, guys. Maybe we'll get a good live reaction with the Royals home run. Maybe that'll give me some energy tonight as we limp into the All-Star break ourselves here, actually. But let's talk Orioles Rays here. I wanted to back the Orioles here. I really did. I wanted to take them team total again here, and I want to actually pull up their. Oh, actually, you know what? What a fucking donkey I am. I talked about Red Sox Yankees, and I forgot. I completely forgot. We have some breaking news on this game.
Tommy Gunrichi here, boots on the ground, weather reports for New York City, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees series-ending game, perfect weather for the game, slightly overcast, about 85 degrees, slight wind blowing in from left field, perfect day for a game. Let's play ball. This is Tommy Gunrichi, boots on the ground reporting for Say Hey Plays of the Day.
Almost completely forgot. Thank you, Dami Gunrichi, for being our weather reporter today. It is a beautiful day in the Bronx as well. So over weather too. Beautiful day according to Dom. He's out there giving our boots on the ground reporting. We have actually a 14% more likelihood for home runs and minus 22% for extra base hits, if that makes sense. 4 miles an hour wind going in slightly again, But shout out to my guy Dom Ricci. We'll play that at the end again. But of course, the weather is important in baseball capping and provided by Dom Ricci. That's how you know it's very accurate weather. So thank you, Dom Ricci. I hope we get more of those going through the season. Of course, big series in the Bronx. We need to know the weather. We need it. Now we get into Orioles Rays. Jordan Lyles, Corey Kluber here. And Corey Kluber's been pitching well. He's kind of, I don't know if he's turned it on or that's the metaphor or phrase I want to use here, but he's pitching well as of late, back-to-back against the Red Sox, who I kind of said I was kind of scared of Corey Kluber. He's always pitched well against the Red Sox, and he pitched well twice, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks, 1 walk, and then 6 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 5 Ks, no walks. I mean, 2 really good starts against the Red Sox. I looked up his stats against the Orioles, and they were obviously good, and you gotta have to kind of, do you take that with a grain of salt because of how poorly the Orioles have been this year? Jordan Lyles has been okay. Someone that I've backed before and won, but I don't want to do that all the time, obviously. I want to look up an Orioles team total here because this number has actually gone down to a 7 now. It was a 7.5. Now it's a 7. That's pretty interesting. Team total for the Orioles right now, you can get a 3 at minus 120 if you want to pay that juice, or a 3.5 at plus 115. I like both. I really do, but Corey Kluber pitching well has me off, honestly. So I'll pass on this one. Maybe the Brandon Hyde can get the guys, rallied up for one more game before the All-Star break. I can see that easily happening and them getting the win here, but I don't want to put my money on it. I would be leaning towards the Orioles here. Otherwise, I'll pass here. Very much. And Dami, I'm glad everyone liked it. So that's great. And we need more weather reports from Dom Ricci. We need it. By the way, shout out to Mark Schillingberg as well. And yeah, I think Dami looks great in that picture. I thought, well, you know what? Let's just run it again now because it's so good. Let's watch it twice.
Tommy Gunrichi here, boots on the ground, weather reports for New York City, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees series-ending game, perfect weather for the game, slightly overcast, about 85 degrees, slight wind blowing in from left field, perfect day for a game. Let's play ball. This is Tommy Gunrichi, boots on the ground reporting for Say Hey Plays of the Day.
There you go, Dom Ricci. I'm glad you're not booking a flight to kick my ass. Thank you very much, because you would kick my ass. Even at our age differences, you'd ring me like a bell. So thank you, Jack Jenkins. I also do kind of like the over, but with from the total going from 7.5 to 7, a couple, I would say like an hour ago or so, whatever it is, because I made the graphics around like 8ish, 9ish my time. So I think the over would be a look, but that line movement has me worried. That's basically what I have to say about it. So I appreciate you, Dommy Gunn, for doing that as well. And thank you, Jack, for the question as always. Tigers versus the Guardians. Next game up. Tyler Alexander back in our lives here. I thought he was in AAA, but it turns out he'd just been in the bullpen. This is his first start since April. Truly don't want to back that, truthfully. His last 2 appearances, 1 earned run and 1 inning, 2 hits, a home run, a K, and a strikeout at Cleveland on, I didn't write down the date, but it was at Cleveland. And then Kansas City Royals, 3 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, no strikeouts, no walks there. Truly don't want anything to do with this game. Shane Bieber, who I've started hearing the scuttlebutt that my man Shane Bieber might get traded as well. I think obviously it's going to be a seller's market. I think everyone and their moms are going to want to be buyers this offseason or this trade deadline because there's so many teams in contention. They can get a lot for Shane Bieber, especially with how controlled he is. But who knows if that's going to actually happen? The Guardians are still kind of in it themselves, so we'll see here. But like I said, I don't want to bet on this game either. It's minus 220. We've talked about Shane Bieber's kind of underlying numbers. I haven't looked up Shane Bieber's baseball savant in a while because I would love to see if his fastball velocity for the year has gotten back up, because we all know earlier in the year it was kind of down like 3 miles an hour. We were like, oh, whoa, what's going on with Bieber? If he's not throwing the gasolina anymore, then I don't know if I want it. But let's see here. In 2020, in 2020 it was 94. 2021 it's 92.8. This year it's 90. So he's making do, obviously, but I don't know exactly how I feel about, say, my Red Sox trading for Shane Bieber. He's obviously cost controlled for a while, so that's the good part about it. But yeah, and baseball savant just simply does not want to work for me right now. So it seems like I'm not going to get the full in-depth breakdown about. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I just had to close the page and reopen it. But fastball velocity, yeah, it's the 2022 average now is down to 89.9 miles an hour. So it's tough. He's still pitching well. 3.24 ERA, 4-5. Obviously, he's not the best, but who cares about the fucking pitcher record anymore? Like I said, I think it's going to be interesting. I would not be as jazzed up for sure if my guys, the Red Sox, had got him this year. Sports Insights, by the way, has full half line value on the Tigers, according to Craig Wood. Craig Wood, let us know, since you have Sports Insights. I'm glad you do, because I don't. And that means you're a big baller brand. Shout out to you, Craig. But let us know if anyone has full line value today. That'd be very, very helpful, of course. And that shout out to B Lab, wherever he is. Hopefully he is still tracking that as well. Next game on our slate, pass game for me, by the way. Complete stay off. Both these offenses are not good. Don't want to talk about it. Next game on our slate, Phillies Marlins here. And this is a good pitching matchup and a lot of takes on this game so far. I'd love to hear you guys put the plays back in the comments again in the chat. Nola 5-7 this year, coming off of a pretty bad start against the Cardinals at the Cardinals. 7 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, a home run, 7 Ks, no walks. Everything else besides the 5 earned runs was okay, but can't be giving up runs like that to the Cardinals, especially the Cardinals team that has fallen off. I really thought they were going to make the playoffs this year and win the division, but never seems like they put it together. I don't know what it is. It may be a lack of hitting, I guess, and the bullpen kind of sucks. But yeah, before that, 7 2/3, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 Ks, 1 walk versus the Nationals. It seems like he's just always vulnerable. Always can give up some runs here. And Trevor Rogers is a pitcher that I have not been able to solve this half season. 5 hits, versus the Pirates, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 7 Ks, 3 walks versus the Pirates. I want nothing to do with this game either. These two pitchers are kind of a mystery to me. I guess I would rather lean towards the underdog here, plus 130. But they're 24th against righties this month, 74 weighted runs created plus. Phillies are 15th against lefties, 102 weighted runs created plus. So it's just a tough game, honestly. And the Phillies, I would say, were notoriously are bad against the Marlins too. So it's just a tough game. It's just a tough game for me. By the way, Craig Wood saying full line value on the Cubs and Texas Rangers today. So thank you very much, Craig Wood, my man. That's very important. And make a note of that because, like I said, it's a profitable angle. Nude Sports Picks, by the way, is saying Braves -1.5 for him today. I think he might have started. He might be a little behind. He's on the Braves or on the Braves Nationals breakdown, but Braves -1.5 for him. So I like that look. Nothing here for me. And obviously, motivation. I'll keep saying it. Motivation will be a factor for both of these teams going into the All-Star break. Next game here, and I had the question marks because it was not official who was starting yet, but it is now official. Cease versus Archer, which I'm glad because that's what I capped for. Cease, his last appearance, 5 2/3, 5 hits, no earned runs, 9 Ks, 3 walks at the Guardians. And Archer coming back from an IL stint, a hip injury, which truthfully is a worrisome thing. I don't want my pitchers having hip injuries. Maybe I associate hip injuries with being old. I don't know, but it's a -125 now, minus or plus 105 for the Twins here. I would much rather fade Chris Archer than back him on a first start from the IL. The Twins offense is hitting righties to 127 weighted runs created plus. That's 7th this month. But Cease is really good. I think it's the most obvious statement of the show so far. Cease is really, really good, and I truly do not want to fade him. I'm going to pull up his career splits, mainly just because I want to see his combined numbers against the Twins this year, because I'm sure he's pitched against them well. Oh, no. Look at this. Look at this. This is a surprising development. Career against the Twins, 1-4 with a 7 ERA. That ERA is a little inflated with his 2019 stats, having a 16 ERA then. But this year, or I should say last year, because he's not faced the Twins this year, pretty shocking development to say the least on my end. He's 1-2, a 5.94 or 5.91 ERA in 4 starts. Damn, that's pretty surprising. That was a Twins team that was not good last year. Is Cease better now? Obviously, I think so, but I just don't want to back him. I don't want to fade him here. I would probably lean towards an over. At the end of the day here, I think that I would lean, if I had to pick a team total, it'd be going towards, man, that's super tough. I don't want to back Archer on the fucking IL, obviously, off the IL. Like I said, there's a lot of conflicting factors. It's an 8 now. That's pretty shocking. I'm going to write down that Minnesota Cleveland over 8. That's really surprising. I don't know why it would be that low. It's a -115 for the over. Again, just maybe a fucking motivation thing going to the All-Star break, but fuck, man. I do not want to get there. I do not want to bet against either one of these, or bet on one of these pitchers. So typically I would see the total into the over there. So Cash Action Bet saying Phillies, Twins, Rangers today. Chad Cannon mentioning that Bieber knows how to pitch. Think Greinke kinda. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's still doing it, obviously. So I think usually it takes a while or it takes a little bit to adjust to the lack of fastball velocity, but he's doing He's doing it well. And Damon Santori, you're speaking to the choir right now, man. This is a joke what they're doing with the Tony La Russa stuff. So yeah, I think we get a couple innings of Archer today, like 3 or 4 innings, like he says. He doesn't go 5 innings ever, really, and off the IL we'll get maybe 3 innings today. So I could see it. I could see the over. So I'm going to play the over 8.5 here, or over 8 at -115. I just don't believe in that Minnesota Twins bullpen at the end of the day. Cease has been pitching well, but his bad numbers against the Twins historically. Twins are hitting off the ball right now. The White Sox, obviously, their offense is kind of hit or miss, but I believe in them today. So give me that over. Give me the over 8. Very interesting. Did not expect to take the over there, but glad I did. All right, next game, we've got the Oakland A's versus the Houston Astros here. And I guess I did not export that graphic, so we'll just leave it like this for now. And you guys can see a little green wire coming through here. But Houston Astros versus the Oakland A's. We've got Adam Oller versus Jake Odorizzi, and maybe it's a good thing I didn't make a graphic for this game, because this game is putrid. Yesterday I was on the A's. It really annoyed me. Their offense didn't show up yesterday. It's almost like they're 29th against righties, 58 weighted runs created plus. So you kind of got what you paid for, or at least I got what I paid for on that instance. Justin Verlander looked great, but can Jake Odorizzi follow that performance? He pitched well against Oakland last time out with 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 7 Ks, 1 walk. Can he do it again? Can the Oakland bats make the adjustments? I guess I'm leaning towards the Oakland side here, but I don't want to back that at all. And here's the graphics, by the way. There we go. I don't want to back it at all. And by the way, as soon as I saw that Jose Altuve was playing yesterday, I knew I was fucked from that aspect too. I'm going to see if they've got confirmed lineups for these guys. They do. Confirmed lineup for the Houston Astros: Altuve, Pena, Tucker, Bregman, Aledmys Diaz, Gurriel, Chas McCormick, Jake Myers, Martin Maldonado. Just with that top 4, Altuve, Pena, Tucker, Bregman, makes me not want to bet on the Oakland A's in any form here. Adam Oller has been okay in AAA, but it's AAA, so move on. Let's just not even worry about this game too much. Probably be an Astros win. But I forgot to say this. I will be talking at the end of this show. I'll mention some futures that I looked at that I liked, and one MLB draft bet that I have. MLB draft is today, so almost forgot about that. Almost let that slip through the wickets. Next game. Let's talk about these games quickly, like I said, because I don't think I've got anything on these games. Motivation. They want to get to the fucking All-Star break. People will be like, oh, it's only 3-day break, whatever. It's not that much. It is a long time for baseball players to be off. It is just a nice refresh, and guys need it. Trust me. Look at the AL East. Steven Matz shockingly comes back in our lives off an IL stint. Yeah, with a shoulder injury. I definitely would not want to back him here. 100% no thank you off an IL stint. Even before then, he didn't look good. The Ashman, Graham Ashcraft, has been a good pitcher this year. So I'm pretty shocked to see that they get given him a minus or plus 140 here. Let me look at the first 5 price, because Red's first 5 obviously is the first thing that jumps out on the page here. Matt's coming back from that injury. He had a shit start coming of his last start. He didn't get recording out, I believe. So I didn't look at it. I just saw a 0 and I was like, ugh, that's shit. But plus 130 first 5 for the money line for the Reds, and plus a half is minus 110. That's the way I'm leaning. I mean, obviously you've got to get past the shitty Reds offense. 26 against lefties, 82 weighted runs created plus. Cardinals against righties, 99 weighted runs created plus. That's 16th. And Ashcraft, his last 2 appearances at the Yankees, 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 Ks, 3 walks, and then versus the Mets at home, 6 innings, 10 hits, 2 earned runs, a K, and no walks there. Reds are pass for me here. Definitely Reds are pass. And by the way, look at overplays for Lance LaRose and overtime here. Over here. And by the way, shout out to AOD packing a bowl right now. Pack a bowl in my honor, AOD. I'm going to do that here soon as well. Overtime. Yeah, I am crazy. You know, I would say it happened with Framber versus the A's, versus the A's. I got lucky there, but yeah, I got to be like Stella Girl was telling me on Twitter. Maybe I should be a little more picky, choosy about the 300 fades. You know, obviously, if I was, maybe I wouldn't be on all the spots that I won, but I wouldn't have lost so much. So it's that obvious gambler's fallacy shit. You gotta, Jack Jenkins getting some profound shit in here. You're right. Make it a great day. Or not. Choice is yours. Wisdom from Jack Jenkins. Thank you, Jack. Rocco saying, Bovada's got me afraid afraid to give me Reds first 5 minus a half, 1.5. That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. And Ronnie Ambergia saying the Reds get swept. I think they probably do lose this game. Give me a first 5 lead. First 5 lead. I'll write down Reds first 5. I'm probably won't play it, but I think it deserves to be shouted out at the end of the show at the very least. Mark Schillingberg, by the way, Sundays are weird. Dogs bark on Sunday. And shit, I'm packing a bowl too. Shout out Mark. By the way, another over love too from Mark. Over 8.5 in this game. Okay, I like it. Next game, Cubs, Mets here. And the Mets swept that doubleheader yesterday. A pretty impressive sweep, getting out of a jam, bases loaded jam at the end of the game for game two. Game two as well was super impressive. David Peterson has had a pretty good first half. I mean, you'll take a 5-2 record as him, but obviously pitcher records don't matter. But 5-2 is nice. At Atlanta last time out, 5-2 or 5 1/3, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, a home run, 9 Ks, 3 walks. You got kind of roughed up against Cincinnati before that. At Cincinnati, 3 2/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, a home run, 7 Ks, and 5 walks there. Again, another pass game, probably lean towards the Mets, maybe in a Mets run line here. Adrian Sampson's not someone to write home about. I'm not going to tell my kids about the time I watched Adrian Sampson pitch for the Chicago Cubs. No thanks. But he went 5 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, a home run, 3 Ks, and 2 walks versus the Orioles last time at home. So make that with what you will. But past game here, this game, maybe you can see the Cubs win this game because the Mets want to just get into the the All-Star break. They won 2 yesterday. They're just resting on their laurels, whatever. But I don't want to pay for it. Plus 117 is not what I want to like. It's not a high enough price, basically. And by the way, Dommy Gunn saying Matt's off an injury is a good, is had a good bounce back. He's been watching him pitch since high school. So, hey, take that with what you will. So listen to Dommy Gunn there. That's another reason why I'm not going to make that shit official. And by the way, overtime saying Peterson is good. How is everyone on the Cubs? I don't get it. Sampson is garbage. I'll say full line value on the Cubs. That's an important part for Sports Insights. I will bring up Craig Wood's comment here. I could see it. Like I said, the lack of motivation. They win 2 yesterday. All-Star breaks right there. Fuck it. Whatever. We've had a great year already. Let's just get over the finish line. And Sports Insights thing is value is profitable, I should say. How do they get to that Sports Insights line value shit? I don't know, but it works. So don't question it. Next game on our slate here, and by the way, overtime likes Peterson over K's and the Mets win. So don't hate it. I don't hate it. Next game, and this is the other line value spot. Chris Flexen and the Rangers here. Craig Wood also mentioning the money percentages too, so thank you, Craig. The other line value spot here was on the Rangers. Glenn Otto. We've talked about Glenn Otto frequently. I liked Glenn Otto, but I just come to the point where I can't really back him anymore. I don't want to. The Mariners, who still streaking, guys, and full line value on them here. It doesn't seem like such an easy spot for them to lose, guys. They've won 13 straight here. One more game into the All-Star break. We've come all the way back. There was a point where I was like, oh, this team's fucking dead. And now they're all the way back, and they're second to the wild card spot right now. The Red Sox not even in the wild card game right now. It's just fucking annoying, but they're back. They're just back, and I'm glad they are so because I had my win total over. I think it was 86.5, so I love that. But again, this is just listen to the Sports Insights line value and do with it what you will. Then I think I would need a little bit better price at plus 113 to bet on the Rangers here. I'd like at least a plus 120, maybe a plus 125. But maybe it's priced like that for a reason. So pass game for me. And by the way, Robert Flankin saying he's pitching on 3 days rest. Flexing is. Yikes. Ugh. So no thanks. Pass game for me here. So let's move on. This game I don't think we'll even be able to talk about really because no Pittsburgh Pirates starter when I was looking at it. Let's refresh here. No line still on Bovada. Obviously, we can go on RotoWire and we can see who they're projecting as the starter. But RotoWire, obviously, their projections are not always the best. They're projecting Bryce Wilson versus Austin Gomber. I guess. Pass. No thanks. If you want to bet on this game, then again, you are a degenerate, and it's funny. But shout out to them. Spreadsheet play of the day for my man Ron Crawford on the Tampa Bay Rays today. Shout out to my guy Ron Crawford. And as always, let's hit the drop. So shout out to Ron. Yeah, I was originally leaning towards the Orioles here, but I saw that Kluber's pitching history, I guess, against them was good. So no thanks. And obviously, maybe it's a different Orioles squad, but pass. Craig Wood, weather report in Colorado. Craig, you need to send us a video. Oh, Craig, I would love if we could get guys from every state, or that there's a game in or a team in. If we can get that kind of stuff, oh my god, I'd love that shit. Craig, slide in my DMs on Twitter if you're on Twitter, or email me. It's my last name dot my first name at gmail.com. And you guys, I gave out my email, so if you guys want to email me, I guess you guys can, but I never really check it that much. But please email me the videos, DM me on Twitter. We'll set it all up, do all that. Animal Luxury, by the way, saying he's doing the weather report. He can do the ones in Baltimore. Please do. Like I said, I would love to have boots on the ground reporting for the weather everywhere. Just like a short, like 30-second clip, like Dom did. Show us the weather. Give us some boots on the ground reporting. If it's raining, maybe you can be like the girl from Mean Girls and just go out in the rain. Get your little video. I can't confirm it's raining. Grab your tit and be like, "Yep, it's raining." But yes. Please, definitely, if you guys want to be some boots on the ground reporters, DM me on Twitter at Jose Bouquett. All right, so that was a good use of the Pittsburgh Pirates Colorado segment. Next game, Brewers at Giants here. Aaron Ashby takes the bump here instead of Jason Alexander here. Winetime Sports has got LA locked down for us. Fuck yeah. I love it. Oh, and by the way, apparently Robert Franklin, it's 1-0 Orioles or 1-0 Royals. Is it really? Let's fucking go. Love that. Brewers, Giants, Webb versus Ashby. I've been kind of fading Ashby ever since he came back from his forearm injury, but he's been pitching well. 1 earned run against Minnesota, 2 earned runs against Pittsburgh. Can I really back it anymore? I don't know. I don't think I can really. I think he's been back and pitching well. So shout out to Ashby, who defied my odds there on the forearm injuries. But typically, I mean, before I did like him. I wanted to back him, and of course, he fucking hurt me there. So I'm passing on this game. I think that it's a little overpriced for the Giants here with Webb, but it is Webb at home. Shockingly enough, they're still second. I don't think he can really drop that high, I guess. Excuse me. I don't think he can drop that much since like 2 days, but they're second against lefties, 163 weighted runs created plus. So take that with what you will. I think that number is going to drop. I guess I'm leaning towards an under here too. First 5 unders probably a little too. I mean, it's probably a 3.5 if I had to guess. Let's see. It's a 4 at minus 120. So yeah, I think I would go with that. Robert Franklin heard that Ashby is out. I heard that it was the Jason Alexander, and then it was supposed to be Ashby. Maybe it's the other way around. That's what Bovada has right now. So pitcher uncertainty makes this game even harder to back, I guess. So I would go under here, but pass game. And if it's Jason Alexander, no thanks. Oh, and by the way, be careful, Damon Centauri. Be careful, everyone out there, because we do live in America. Be careful because there's always shit going on around there, and just be careful out there. So be careful. J Rowe from I'm in Mass. Hit me up for the Red Sox games. Beautiful. We got a bunch of Massachusetts Cappers too. Jay, I'll be in Boston in September, and we'll be hitting up Red Sox games. So definitely come through there as well if you want to come and say hi to the guys. That'd be awesome. And I'm glad. Thank you for doing that. If you do, so I love it. I've got my network of weathermen and women going together. It's gonna be great. I cannot wait. Again, if you're serious about this, and I'm 100% serious, DM me on Twitter at Jose Bouquett, or send me an email with your video, and I will put together those clips again. We'll play the Dom Ricci one at the end, just for laughs, but please do. Last game on our slate here. Diamondbacks versus the Padres. An interesting pitching matchup. An interesting one. We've got Merle Kelly versus Mike Clevinger here. Merle's had a good first half of the year. Like a lot better than we all could have anticipated here. An 8-5 record is not what I would have pegged for Merle. 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, 2 walks at the Giants last time out. And then versus the Giants again, it's a little back-to-back here. 6 in the third, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks, 3 walks. Very interesting. Very interesting. James C., by the way, I'm sorry that I just wanted to watch your segment on the Blue Jays first and miss out on that great line. Is it 1-0? Can someone confirm that for me? I'm not watching the game right now. So I'd love to figure out if it's 1-0 right now. Shout out to DX Filer joining us. I don't want to play this game. This is the last game before the All-Star break, the very, very, very last game. Clevenger's pitching good-ish, 4 earned runs in his last 2 appearances. Fuck yeah, 1-0 Kansas City. Let's fucking go. We need that first 5 too. Second inning, first inning. Let us know the inning too, please. But past game here is at the end of the day. I don't want to talk about this game as all. My mind is now focused on the Royals and being royal and getting my crown out. Maybe if I just have to get a bunch of costumes now. I got to dress up as a pirate. I need to dress up as a fucking king, I guess, as a royal. I don't know. But I don't want to talk about this game truthfully. I think this will be an under game because I think both of these bats are fucking they scored in the first inning too. Wow. Damn. All right. Good. And Rance is saying it right. It's a tough card today because there's a lot of X factors outside that makes it so fucking tough. Yeah. Past game, 10th against righties are the Arizona Diamondbacks. 109 weighted runs created plus, while the Padres are 95th or 95. That's 18th. That's higher than it usually is because they've been shit on offense all year, but no. And Jay, please do. September 13th through the 17th is when I will be there, and we'll be going to 2 Red Sox Yankees games and a Royals game as well. And let Eric Rosas know about any home run props today. Maybe if you want to take Rafael Devers, he's been hot recently against the Yankees and obviously against Cole, but I'm sure that Garrett Cole has probably done his triple research and will be trying to get Rafael Devers out with every fiber of his being. Maybe even just walks them all 4 times today. Who knows? All right. What a show. It always seems to go a little longer than I anticipate these shows going, but a talking head solo show always is interesting. But I appreciate all the 191 people watching right now. A little Sunday breakdown of the MLB slate is always good for the soul. Last game until the All-Star break. I'll say this now. You guys won't see me on. I do not think we're going to do a home run derby thing. I've been trying to reach out to Boston Nick. If he's watching this now, check your fucking phone, please. But I don't think we're going to get that together. I just don't think we have the numbers. And I think the sports have been going for 3 years straight. And I think some people need a break. I need a break. Sharpie's taking a break. So we'll see. I don't know what MMA stuff is going on, but we'll have content on Pub Sports Radio, of course. I won't be here for the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Of course, we'll be back on the 21st. There's 7 games that Thursday to come back. So we'll have a quick little show, break it down. I'll probably be again by myself. And then that Friday, we'll get it cranked up again. Connor Mack will be joining us. I'll be going to some minor league baseball games too that day. So very exciting. It's gonna be a busy second half of the year. I can tell you guys that now. There will be some times where I'm traveling in the second half of the year. I'll tell you guys that now. There's your little spoiler. I'll be traveling. Like I mentioned, I'll be in Red Sox Yankees games in Boston September 13th through the 17th. So all my Massachusetts Cappers come out and say hello. We'll be betting the game live there. I cannot fucking wait. I'll be going to Red Sox Astros. So Houston Cappers, Texas Cappers, I guess. I'll be going to Red Sox Astros the first couple days in August. I think this is the 1st and the 2nd. I'll be there. That'll be fun. And then we've got the Texas tour that we'll be doing. Texas College Football Tour. That'll be happening in late September, early October. So I will be on the road for those days. And like I said, there will be days where I could possibly miss shows. I don't want to. My biggest fear, obviously, is trying to do a show and then not having the good Wi-Fi and not having the good internet and just having it be a shit show. I don't want to give that shitty product to you guys. So I'm only going to be able to. I'm going to do shows most of the days, but if I cannot do a show, it'll be a day where I'm don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have a mic. I don't have my computer. It's just, and I have to do it off my phone. I might like send out a video, but that would just be disingenuous to me. But obviously, when the time comes, we'll talk about that further and all that stuff. So let's recap our plays for the day here. And then I'm going to talk about some futures real quick, and then one MLB draft prop that I'll be playing and making official as well. Shout out to my guy, Nemo Picks, who gave me some information, gave a group chat information. I'll be riding with it. You know, I bet stuff for less, like I said. But officially, I'm on Royals' first 5 full game money line. That game's going on right now. We've got a little lead early today, so that's lovely. We'll see how long that lead lasts. Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees over 7.5 at -105. And the Minnesota Twins, Chicago White Sox game over 8 at -115. The only other play, a lean here, would be the Cincinnati Reds first 5 money line +130. I backing Graham Ashcraft and kind of fading Steven Matz off an IL start, but Dom Ricci said that he's been pitching well off IL start, so I don't want to back that shit. Mark Schillingberg, please, I would fucking love to go to a Pirates game. I would love to go to PNC Park. I've heard that it's one of the fucking greatest, it's one of the nicest ballparks there. I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it. So I hope I can go up and down the East Coast and do all this shit. And Mark, if you want to be the boots on the ground reporter for Pittsburgh, I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it. I should have starred all those guys that said they were going to be my guys for those locations. So again, if you guys could, that would help me out while I do this. Please, if you want to be a boots on the ground weather reporter like my guy Dom Ricci, and I'll play the video again, please DM me on Twitter at Jose Bouquett. You can see it here as I pointed the wrong direction. It's actually this way. I'm still pointing the wrong direction. Whatever. Get at me on Twitter at Jose Bouquett, or email me because I would really, really love more fucking reporters out there, and it's great. So shout out to my guy, and let's check out the weather report from Dom Ricci today in New York.
Tommy Ricci here, boots on the ground, weather reports for New York City, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees series-ending game. Perfect weather for the game. Slightly overcast, about 85 degrees, slight wind blowing in from left field. Perfect day for a game. Let's play ball. This is Tommy Ricci, boots on the ground reporting for Say Hey Plays of the Day.
Dom set the bar high, guys. Dom has set that bar high. Shout out to Dom. A perfect weather report. That's what I'm looking for every time. 2-0 Royals. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Eric Rosas. That's great news. But yes, Dommy Gunn, that was a great weather report. I need more of those. So if you're in an area, a location where a team plays and wants to fucking help us out and give us the weather, make us all better cappers, do that. DM me on Twitter. I'll have you guys email me the videos, and it'll be great. It'll be absolutely great. DX Filer asking, is the September trip to Atlantic City? No, the September trip, that is a Texas tour, and it'll be a college football tour. I do not know when the Atlantic City stuff. Obviously, I'll put the Buy Me a Coffee link right now in there. But the Buy Me a Coffee link, which I'm putting in there, is fundraising towards that Atlantic City trip. We want to do our fucking thing there. We want to buy hotels, rooms for everyone, do all the 9 yards. So helping fund that stuff. Ultimately, all this money goes back to you guys and events and stuff like that, and makes it all possible. So anything you guys can donate, we appreciate. All right, so my last thing here, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me. 161 people. Ever since I said 191, that number went, and they got tired of me. But I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm going to talk about the futures real quick that I'm going to either lock in or think about for the next couple of days, because I think that I'm going to move on them probably, but I just want to talk them out for us. These are just, early leans, I guess, that I want to talk through. First of all, you guys have heard me say World Series futures, New York Mets +800. I like that. Atlanta Braves +950. I like that. And then my two long shots, I guess, I do kind of like, and obviously the Yankees and the Astros are the two favorites, I believe. Yankees, Astros, Dodgers. +2,500 for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's a pretty good price. If they can get their shit together, I like that. What's up, JPZ? And then, of course, my bias play of the day, Boston Red Sox plus 3,500. I think they've got the infrastructure to do it. I really do. They just have to stay healthy. So, and the bullpen will be fixed by, Garrett Whitlock going back there, stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I also like the 2 home run derby props that I was going to play here. Oh, well, I'm not going to play them, but we'll give them out here. And unfortunately, kind of boring. The 2 favorites, Pete Alonso plus 200, Kyle Schwarber plus 325. Kind of boring there, but those are the 2 guys I kind of expect to win it. Oh, by the way, Nasty Nate, Mariners 3-unit money line. Shout out to you, Nasty Nate. Shout out to you. So that's hilarious. Dabby Cap saying, I'm banned from betting futures. Or I'm banned from betting the Red Sox for 15 days. So I'm just going to bet the futures then. That's hilarious. I did not think about that. Toronto, I think, obviously they're plus 2,500 for a reason over time. So I just think if they're healthy and if they can fix their bullpen, which is a big if, and, obviously it takes them being active at the trade deadline, they're right there. They've obviously got the hitting, and they've got 3 starting pitchers that in a playoff series, I'd be a little worried about. Kevin Gausman and Alek Manoah are obviously the first 2 pinnacle dogs, and I think they could win any game in any series against anyone. And then I was going to say Jose Barrios, but he's getting fucking crushed by the Royals today. So 20 plus 2,500 is high for that reason. So obviously, and then I think I'm surprised you didn't say the Red Sox there overtime because of obviously their injuries and stuff. But yeah, I think they have a shot, and I like the good value there. And lastly, this was my last thing here. The MLB draft is today, and this is actually something I will be making official here for everyone. Official play. Shout out to my guy Nemo Picks. I think I'm going to DM Nemo and hopefully get him on the second half of the show. And have I heard from Kyle? I did hear from Kyle Hinckley and Nate. He is alive still. I saw him on Twitter. So shout out to Kyle. I hope he's still doing good out there. But the MLB draft is today. And for the first time that I've noticed, at least, the MLB draft has odds on Bovada. And I'll read them out. First pick. Right now, Drew Jones plus 290, Jamar Johnson plus 600, Brooks Lee is minus 400, which I was like, okay, that's weird. But let's see here. I'm going to pull up a mock draft real quick before I say this. This was MLB's mock draft from 8 hours ago. Has the Orioles taking Drew Jones number 1. Both guys that are doing the draft thing both have Drew Jones, and for some reason Brooks Lee is minus 400 on Bovada. So whatever, but I'm going to trust my guy Nemo, who told us a couple days ago, he said he has a little bit of insider information that he thinks that my man Jackson Holiday from Stillwater, I don't know if he's from Stillwater, Oklahoma, but he plays baseball at Stillwater High School and home of Oklahoma State. And I think he's also the son or something of Matt Holiday and Justin Holiday, I believe is his first name. I forget his first name. I just know him as Coach Holiday. They coach at Oklahoma State, and they both are building their Oklahoma State baseball program up really nicely. So I'm taking Jackson Holiday as the first overall pick in the MLB draft tonight at plus 450. When Nemo told us about it, I couldn't bet it on Bovada. It was, this weird. But the odds then, according to Nemo, were plus 800, plus 900. So, I think that'll be a fun little, appetizer. I'll watch the MLB draft for, 5-10 minutes, see who the first pick is, and then check back and see who the Red Sox pick. I mean, obviously, I think the 3 guys that and yes, saturated the Red Sox. I think you're talking about the Red Sox thing, but the 3 guys that I really want to see where they go, obviously, is Drew Jones, the son of Andrew Jones, obviously of Braves fame, Jackson Holiday because of the bet now, and Kumar Rocker. We all know Kumar Rocker's story. He came out last year. The guy at Vanderbilt, fucking dominant, but he had a little shoulder thing. All the teams were scared off of him for some reason. He got an arthroscopic scope in there. They checked it out, did whatever. And he's been pitching in the Frontier League and pitching well. And now he's back up to a first round pick. And I've seen a Red Sox mock draft with him on it, which is pretty shocking to see. I would be a little surprised if that happened. But we'll see. I'm excited to see this draft. I think it's very interesting. They put it today. But whatever. I mean, that's MLB's calendar for you. All right, so like I said, thank you guys for watching. It's been a hell of a first half. It has been an absolute hell of a first half for us. 291 and 285, up 16.41 units to the first half. It is going to be great. I think that's a good point, Saturated. I think they do get Kumar and Harold as well if they draft one or the other. I would rather, I think Saturated, I'd rather have Harold drafted first and then we get the rights to Kumar second. I think so. Okay. So I think that it's been a great first half. I appreciate everyone that's been watching every day. Saturated, Rants, Dab, you guys, Dami Ricci, all you guys have been great. It's been a ride. It's been a hell of a ride, but we're going to keep it going onto the second half. Like I said, I'll be back on the 21st. We will be back 21st. It'll be a fun time. It's going to be a short show, obviously, like 6 games, but I'll be refreshed, ready to go, excited for the baseball slate. One last recap. Jackson Holiday, first overall pick today for the MLB draft, plus 450. Shout out to Nemo. Kansas City Royals, first 5 money line at plus 230. Kansas City full game money line at plus 250. Boston Red Sox at over 7.5 at minus 105. Minnesota, Chicago White Sox over 8, minus 115. And my last little lean here, not an official play, but the lean is the Kansas City Reds, or Cincinnati Reds. First 5, plus 130. First 5 money line for me. We did it. We made it. We made it through the first half of the season. What a time. Thank you guys for watching. Weather reporters, and only person is Dom right now. Thank you for all your weather reports. I appreciate you guys. Hit me up on Twitter at Jose Bouquett. Say, hey, man, DM me. I want you guys to be more involved in the show, of course. So, and if you can be a weather reporter, that would be awesome. Like I said, I think that stuff is hilarious. It helps us out actually greatly because what better? All these sites, Swish Analytics, RotoWire, fucking Ballpark Pal, they've got fucking nothing on Dami Gunn's boots on the ground reporting. I would rather listen to Dami Gunn tell me it's wind blowing from left to right than fucking RotoWire, dude. Come on. Dami Gunn's got my back. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Chris Brady, Charlie Rogers, Mark, Rants, Banana Boat Float, Jay Peasy, Mark Schillingberg, Nasty Nate, Jack Jenkins, Dabby Cat, Blitz W, DX Filer. Shout out to my man DX Filer. See you in the group chat here in a second, probably. Stimmy OG, Rocco Rogers, all you guys, Overtime, Jake Burns. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have been phenomenal. Eric Rosas, Aaron A. Thank you guys again. This has been great. We'll be back here in a couple of days. Have a great All-Star break. Have a great day today. Man, thank you guys. I just can't emphasize this. Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Tommy Gunrici here, boots on the ground, weather reports for New York City, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees series-ending game. Perfect weather for the game. Slightly overcast, about 85 degrees, slight wind blowing in from left field. Perfect day for a game. Let's play ball. This is Tommy Gunrici, boots on the ground reporting for Say Hey Plays of the Day.